Hello everyone, Voodoo here, and I'm here on PTR because we have another week of changes for Havoc Demon Hunter and Vengeance. So we'll pull up the Wowhead 10.2 class development guide and we'll get right into it. Before we do though, make sure you like the video, subscribe, comment down below, all that cool stuff. So I'm not gonna waste too much time here. You guys can see all the changes on your screen already and you're probably reading them. So few things have changed. So Demon Hunter concentrated sigils has been removed. That's fine. Again, no one really used those. Concentrated, I'm pretty sure, was the one under yourself, which can be just done with a macro, so who cares? For Havoc, Tactical Retreat, Unbound Chaos have swapped locations. This doesn't really change much at all. Basically, all it does is put Initiative beside Tactical Retreat and Unbound Chaos beside Inertia, which like puts the talents together more, which I guess makes some sense, but doesn't really change any builds. Burning Hatred now generates an additional 40 Fury, was 50, so it's 10 less Fury per Immolation Aura, which is 1 less Fury per tick. This is incredibly inconsequential. You're probably not ever really going to feel this. Inner Demon has been soft capped at 5 targets, which is actually a pretty big deal. Inner Demon was one of those talents, especially this season currently in 10.1, where we were using it to like kind of hard carry a lot of our AoE damage. This being hard capped will make it a lot worse. There were definitely builds next here where we dropped all of our like capstones and just took this instead, where you'd play like no Essence Break, no Glaive Tempest, no Fell Barrage, and just drop Serrated Glaive to pick up Furious Gaze and then grab this. So I'm glad this is gone. It's for the best that this is removed. It was our only source of uncapped damage besides the hit of Rage Fire, Sigil Flame, and then Fell Devastation. So I'm fine with this being gone. You can still play it in like a cycle build or, you know, maybe like no mover, but you know, for mass AoE, Dedge. Inertia damage reduced to 18%, was 20, so 2% nerf to inertia. Again, pretty fine. Inertia was just ahead of momentum even without AFI. This should make them equal with AFI. Without AFI. With AFI, which is a Fury inside, inertia is still very much ahead, and I do have Sims we'll get to in a second. And then Chaotic Disposition, Chaos damage duplicated, reduced to 17%, was 21, so that's a 4% decrease there, which is a larger nerf than 4%, but like whatever. Again, Chaotic Disposition was a strong talent, which we were taking in every build. Probably still take it. I don't think it's going to like really change up the math or anything like that, but a lot of people were upset that a passive was doing so much damage. This will be below stuff like Death Sweep and like Soul Scar now, so it'll be a bit more palatable for people. So I do want to cover Vengeance quickly here while we're here too. Dark Cloud Boon and Sigil of Misery swapped. Good. Sigil of Misery was in the bottom row with a bunch of really powerful talents that should never have been there. So this is actually, sorry, not Sigil of Misery, it's Sigil of Chains. This is a typo. So Sigil of Change was swapped. You really wouldn't take it before. You can totally take it now. Dark Lair Boon is definitely weak for that row, but to compensate, Feldev has a 40-second cooldown now instead of 1 minute, which is powerful. Increases meta uptime as well. And then finally, a really good change. Fiery Brand now deals damage every 1 second instead of 2, but it's the same damage over duration, so they cut it in half of the damage, but takes twice as much. But now it spreads every 1 second instead of 2 seconds. So as a Vengeance Demon Hunter, when you're in the pack, you will feel a lot better whenever you are, you know, like spreading your brands out. The ramp up time is gonna be a lot slower, a lot faster. So this is really, really good. We'll hop over to Sims. I have 2 Sims here, and then we can show some trees. So this is the old Sim. Now it's a little bit messed up because just it like the talent tree changing broke this tree entirely. This is not the build that is being used. It's using the same build as before, which you'll see in a second. So it was at 252,000. The new build, which is this same build as before, has us now at like 245,000, which is roughly a 3% nerf. Now we're still very fine. I don't think, you know, it's any reason to start panicking. I didn't sim for AoE. I don't know what the AoE nerf would be. It's going to be a bit more, but overall we're still pretty powerful. We're still in a good spot, and I don't think like you should like freak out and think, oh no, this guy's falling, Havoc's doomed, Havoc is so dead, yada yada yada. I really don't think we should be there. Hopping over to the game now, you can see the tree. So Initiative and VR Tactical Retreat are now beside each other, which makes some sense. You can now, you know, these being beside each other makes more sense because they're related to each other. Then Unbound Chaos, Inertia, and AFI being in a row makes sense because they're all related to each other. So it's just a little bit of cleaning up there. Now there's a world where you can play a no Fell Rush version of like No Mover, where you drop this and path down through here. You can like grab something like this, just like hypothetically, of course. there's like a world where you could do something like this. I don't really think this is like super possible. Sorry, I guess I have a rage fire there. I mean, it's nowhere really to put it. Even rage fire, I guess. But you know, it's a thing you can do now. If you like the bench retreat portion of Havoc but hate the fellow rush portion, you can just drop Unknown Chaos and just pick up this. So that is something, of course, but it's not going to change any of our builds. It's not really going to change what we're doing. It's just going to make the talent nodes like fit together a little bit better, which I guess is good. Vengeance now, though, actually does have some pretty significant changes because Sigil of Chains is moved. So if we look at the talents now, we see Chains is right here. Now, that certainly isn't in like the easiest to take spot. It's definitely going to be possible where you like don't end up taking it for whatever various reasons. You definitely can if you need that utility, but it's entirely skippable and entirely optional utility, which is good. It does offer some damage for you because of stuff like Cycle of Binding, and with things like Illuminated Sigils, you do have 2 charges Sigil of Chains, which can be good for you if you're trying to really set up pulls easier, which is something Vengeance has been pretty bad at because all you have right now is like Throw Glaive. Since you want to save Sigil of Flame to use in packs because of how good it is with stuff like Illuminated Sigils. So it'll help you setting up packs a bit if you need to in Mythic Plus. You can like drop a few different points to take something there. You can drop a point in Painbringer if you need. You can drop like Agnetic Flame. You can drop a few things. There's definitely something you can like change around to grab it. I don't know what it is. I don't play Vengeance much, admittedly, and I haven't talked to Topple yet, who I normally get from my Vengeance sources, but it's not really like a major change, but in the end of the day, it's good. It gives you more access to this. Dark Cloud Boon is pretty easy to access, and Fell Devastation is 40 seconds. So the thing here too is that Dark Cloud Boon, because of the reduced duration, will just be up more often as well. I mean, obviously that makes sense, right? But if I do this here, whenever it finishes channeling, we're down to like 25 seconds. So it doesn't really change too much, but even if you don't use this, there is less whatever Fell Devastation CD, so good change. This is the best change though. Burning Alive being every 1 second is like such a nice deal. If I put it on here, it's going to spread much faster. Look at that. It's significantly faster than before. So without that, that would have taken way longer to spread. Even then, like the time I was talking is the time it ended up like changing over, which is really good. Obviously, I don't want to sit here talking for 40 seconds just to get the CD back, but you guys saw how fast it was spreading. That will be good because it's kind of needed. Like, it's going to help really like with setup time and pulls. Every 1 second is really good. It means you'll actually get a lot more brand spreads. So very good for Vengeance Demon Hunter. Still will be ramp up time with your like sigils and stuff. Like you'll have to come in, put your sigil down, you know, throw out your brand. Brand's going to tick around everybody, set up all your stuff, yada yada. You know, build up your stacks here of Fiery Resolve, whatever. But in the end, it's going to be a pretty good thing at like lowering the ramp up time to tankiness in packs and stuff. So pretty good overall. That's kind of it for the changes though. Nothing too serious, nothing too crazy today. Overall, good changes. I do think the tuning is fair. We're not like nuked from the sky or anything. We're still powerful, I think. We're still like decent, but we're not like incredibly like crazy busted, which you could make the argument we were before. We'll see how that final tuning ends up. I do think maybe, I don't know if we'll specifically get tuning rounds further, but you know, we'll have to end up seeing. There are still some bugs for Havoc. A lot of the Throw Glaive bugs are still around, so hopefully we see those fixed. Otherwise, that's it for this round of changes. Tuning started. Hopefully we don't end up in another beta situation where we get like nuked from orbit and every other class gets buffed, and then we end up in season 2 predicament where we're just really bad, but we'll see. So that's it for the video. Like the video, comment down below as well what you think of these changes. Subscribe if you want to. I have a video tomorrow coming out about No Mover if you're a Havoc fan. So stay tuned for that. So appreciate y'all. Y'all are great, and see you guys later. Peace. A big thank you to all of my channel members. Thank you, Andrew Keenel, 121, Payne, Andreas Latinakis, Joshua O'Connell, Period, Brad Wisniak, Zuligan, Exclamation, It's Bulk, and Flapjack67. Thank you all so much. It means the world to me. If you want to support myself, get some exclusive videos, get some emotes for comments, get an exclusive section of my Discord, then follow the link down below. Help me out a little bit. It's a great way to support me. But again, thank you all so much for helping keep the channel going and for all the support and everything. And appreciate you all. See you guys next time.